The rain hadn't stopped all evening. It came down in sheets against the cracked windows of St. Mary's Community Hospital, a small, underfunded facility tucked on the edge of the quiet town of Evanston, Ohio. Inside, the fluorescent lights buzzed weakly as Nurse Claire Donovan clocked in for her night shift, her last one, though she didn't know it yet. Claire was the kind of nurse everyone admired. Compassionate, tireless, a single mother of one, working double shifts to save for her daughter's college fund. But lately, she'd been uneasy. Over the past few weeks, she had noticed strange things during her rounds. Morphine vials missing, patients coded under mysterious circumstances, and an unfamiliar shadow in the hallway that disappeared whenever she turned around. At first, she chalked it up to exhaustion. Until last night, when she overheard Dr. Harris, the hospital's senior surgeon, arguing with someone in the supply closet. She only caught a few words: records, DA, and keep quiet. Tonight, the halls were too quiet. The ICU machines beeped in steady rhythm, echoing through the sterile corridors. Claire was doing her last medication check when she noticed a file folder sitting on the nurse's station counter. It wasn't hers, but it had her name on it. Inside were patient death reports, signed by her. But she hadn't signed them. Her hands trembled as she flipped through the pages. All the patients had died on her shift, all from supposed heart failure. A sound broke the silence, a slow creak from the end of the corridor. Claire turned sharply. The lights flickered. "Hello," she called out. Her voice bounced back off the walls. "Nothing." She hurried to the security office, clutching the file. The chair was empty. The monitor screens showed static, except one, the ICU hallway. And there, standing behind her cart on the grainy black and white feed, was a man in scrubs. He wasn't supposed to be there. Claire turned around. No one. Her heart pounded. She took a shaky breath and headed toward the exit, but the power suddenly cut out. Emergency lights kicked in, dim and red. The hospital seemed to breathe with her panic. She ran toward the stairwell, fumbling with her phone, no signal. Then she heard it. Footsteps, slow and deliberate, following her from somewhere below. "Who's there?" she cried. No answer, just the soft squeak of rubber soles closer now. She darted into the pharmacy room, locking the door behind her. Her hands shook as she dialed 911, whispering her name and location. Then, a thud against the door. And another. "Claire." A voice called through the metal.
"Come."
Familiar. "Open up. It's Dr. Harris. You're scaring everyone." Claire's breath caught. "Stay away from me," she shouted. "I know about the drugs. I found the reports." There was silence. Then the scrape of metal, the lock snapping. The door creaked open. Dr. Harris stood there, rain dripping from his coat. His surgical mask hung around his neck. "You shouldn't have looked," he said softly. Before she could scream, his gloved hand flashed, the gleam of a syringe under the red light. The next morning, the hospital staff found Claire slumped on the pharmacy floor, a used syringe beside her. The official report said, accidental overdose. Case closed. But Officer Bennett, the rookie cop on scene, wasn't convinced. As he reviewed the security footage, he noticed something odd. The feed from the pharmacy hallway had been erased between 1:02 and 1:16 a.m. The timestamp of Claire's death was 1:15. He looked closer at the reflection in the glass door of the last intact frame. You could see a man behind her, holding something silver, a syringe. And on his badge, barely legible in the reflection, were the words,